Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book, A Handbook for New Stoics, a creation by Massimo Pigliucci and Gregory Lopez. Published in 2019, A Handbook for New Stoics is a comprehensive manual that offers a systematic approach to comprehending and engaging in Stoic philosophy. From an introductory overview to practical exercises, this guide assists beginners in their pursuit of mastering this widely embraced philosophy. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Massimo Pigliucci is an esteemed philosophy professor at City College in New York and a fellow of the American Association for the Advancement of Science. He is well versed in Stoicism and has contributed to various publications including Philosophy Now, the New York Times, and the Wall Street Journal. Gregory Lopez, on the other hand, serves as the editor-in-chief of the Examine Research Digest and Examine.com website. He is the founder of the New York City Stoics Meetup and co-organizes the Stoic Camp New York, along with Massimo Pigliucci. With 8 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book on StoryPlanet.net. To start, this text is about learning the basics of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that is still popular today. Stoicism is an ancient Greek philosophy that offers a framework for living a virtuous and serene life. It prioritizes reason and logic in navigating difficult situations and making virtuous decisions. Stoicism can lead to greater happiness and can be practiced through journaling and mindfulness. Key idea number 1. Stoicism is a philosophy that can lead to happiness. Stoicism, a philosophy dating back to 300 BCE, offers a reliable system of principles for happiness. Many of its principles can be found in modern psychiatric practices like cognitive behavioral therapy. The core tenet of Stoicism is focusing on things within our control, as many sources of unhappiness are related to things outside our control. Stoicism teaches us to let go of unreliable desires and find happiness in things within our control. Stoicism emphasizes ethics, physics, and logic, which are interconnected and help us understand how to live according to nature. Understanding human nature is crucial for living a peaceful existence and overcoming habits and tendencies that hinder our well-being. Key idea number 2. Stoicism is divided into 3 parts, starting with the discipline of desire. The authors of A Handbook for New Stoics present 52 exercises to guide readers in becoming advanced students of Stoicism over a year. They also suggest 9 exercises that allow one to determine if Stoicism is of further interest. These exercises fall under the categories of the discipline of desire, the discipline of action, and the discipline of assent, which make up the 3-discipline practice of Stoicism. The key message is that Stoicism involves recognizing the dichotomy of control, which entails distinguishing between what is and isn't within our control. Epictetus, an ancient Stoic, identified 3 things we have complete control over: thought, impulse, and the will to avoid and obtain. Epictetus did not mean that we control which thoughts and impulses arise, but rather how we judge and act upon them. For instance, we can control our judgments about people and decide whether to act on certain impulses. Thus, we can replace thought with judgment on Epictetus's list. Key idea number 3. Focus on developing and nurturing your character, as it is something within your control. Human nature remains largely the same as it was in 300 BCE, with desires like food, sex, and drugs still posing temptations. The discipline of desire emphasizes developing the willpower to control these desires for the sake of good character. We have complete control over our character, as it is shaped by our decisions and actions. External forces may influence use, but we ultimately have the power to make choices based on our values. The key message is to focus on what is within our control, such as our character. Rather than worrying about external factors, we should concentrate on how we use our time and respond to challenges. By focusing on character, we can be content knowing we did our best, regardless of the outcome. Epictetus advises not to be averse to sickness, death, or poverty, as we can only influence them to a certain extent. Similarly, in a work performance review, Stoicism suggests focusing on doing our best rather than placing all our happiness on the outcome. Key idea number 4. Remember that everything in life, including our existence, the things we own, and our current situations, is temporary and will eventually change. The key message of the final exercise in the discipline of desire is to keep in mind the impermanence of life, possessions, and circumstances. Striving for equanimity, or a calm level-headedness, is important. Impermanence applies to many aspects of life, and accepting this can lead to more appreciation for good things and resilience in the face of difficulties. Understanding that nothing lasts forever can bring more happiness. Starting small and practicing being stoic in everyday situations can help in coming to terms with impermanence. Key idea number 5. The discipline of action involves being prepared for likely events. The discipline of action in Stoicism involves preparing oneself for potential challenges and difficult situations. The goal is to live a virtuous life in harmony with nature, which includes maintaining equanimity and not losing one's temper. By understanding human nature and anticipating the behaviors of others, Stoics can avoid being caught off guard and reacting in a way they may regret. Marcus Aurelius advised acknowledging the existence of difficult people and accepting that they will not change. It is the Stoics' duty to accept and be in harmony with this aspect of human nature. Key idea number 6. Journaling is a valuable tool for beginning a Stoic practice. Journaling is a recommended practice in Stoicism and mental health. Reflecting on your day and writing down thoughts can help identify areas for improvement. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations showcases the importance of journaling in Stoic practice. Seneca also advocated for regular self-reflection before bed for better sleep. Journaling can strengthen various aspects of Stoic practice by reflecting on core principles and learning from experiences. Key idea number 7. The initial exercises in the discipline of ascent involve identifying and challenging our first impressions. The discipline of ascent is the most advanced of Stoicism's 3 disciplines. It focuses on controlling our thoughts and countering snap judgments with logic and reason. The practice involves catching initial impressions and reminding ourselves that they may be wrong. Questioning the underlying reasons for these judgments is also important. The goal is to become more thoughtful and mindful in our reactions and decision-making. Key idea number 8. The final exercise emphasizes the importance of internalizing and carrying the principles of Stoicism at all times. Stoicism is not about being perfect, but about learning from mistakes and cultivating emotional stability. It involves improving one's character and becoming more virtuous. Internalizing Stoic principles and constantly reminding oneself to make the right decisions is key. This approach aligns with cognitive behavioral therapy, and scientific evidence supports its effectiveness. Daily meditation, particularly mindfulness meditation, is a helpful method for applying Stoic principles. Focusing on the present moment and choosing opportunities for improvement leads to following the path of the Stoic. In conclusion, Stoicism is an ancient philosophy still relevant today. It is based on living in harmony with nature, understanding control, and practicing 3 disciplines. The disciplines are desire, action, and ascent. Stoics believe only virtue is good and vice is bad, not external things. Assigning value judgments can steer you away from virtue. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.